Say with OG, you know what I'm saying? Just did 35, you know what I'm saying?
Hard ones.
35 hard ones. Why don't you take us to the beginning, man? How old was you when you got locked up?
This trip of first time in general.
Yeah, take us back to the first time, man. Just take us back to the
Okay,
beginning. Growing up, where you from? Let's start it off like that. Where you from? Daytonview, Ohio, right?
Daytonview, Ohio.
Yeah, Daytonview, Ohio.
That's
Take
right.
us back to Dayton, Ohio as a kid. You know what's it like? Growing up in Dayton, bro.
It was good and hard, but everybody was at their money.
At the
Our
money.
city, when you're traveling through prison, when you say Dayton, the first thing the mother cities think of is money. But we always had, they know they're everywhere knows we got a lot of that shit flowing through our spot. And how powerful we are, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So, what year you think you jumped off the porch, bro? When you start getting outside and you know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
you said
My father had after our joints growing up, so
okay.
you learn at an early age what a bar is. You got to go clean it up in the daytime. We used to have to go clean them up during the day. Me and Thomas and Keith and Munchie.
So where you do your first bit at? The first time you
Juvenile,
got locked? Yeah.
Tico. Yep.
And how long you did in Tico?
18 months.
You did 18 months in Tico. Describe Tico to people that don't know about Tico. I know Tico rough, man. It was rough.
They ain't got it no more. It used to be the juvenile Thunderdome, or whatever you want to call it, old man's field, whatever was supposed to be rough. It was supposed to be the high security. And Randall was there, Ashley Bird, Rodney Ramey, they all gone.
Mm-hmm.
Randall Lucas, James Spencer.
How long you do then?
Greg Mance, I did 18 months.
Oh, you said 18 months, right?
Yeah,
and then you got out, and how long you stay out?
Ooh.
Before you caught your next charge?
Probably 18 months.
18 months?
Yep.
And you went back. And how old was you at that time?
Probably 17, I think.
17. So you went back, you did 18 months, you got out for 18 months.
And then the next time it was a life bet when I came back. When I knocked on the door this last time, it was a life bet. I should have not knocked on that door, man. I should have left that door alone, but I didn't.
At 18?
At 18.
It was a life bet.
Yeah. No, that was maybe 21, maybe 22, going on 22 when the life bet began.
22?
Yeah. 22.
Explain the mindset to them that don't know of a 22-year-old dude that just got life, that just sat and stuck his. I'm talking about the first day you.
How can you get out? Oh, I know how you can get out. We're gonna jump the fence at Warren Correctional Institution. We're gonna stay outside. We're gonna goddamn as soon as they lock the door, we're gonna stay out there. It's thunderstorming already, and we're gonna get over the fence. We can get over it with nothing. 3 wooden head dummies. When you run into the motherfucker, to the fence, you make the first one though, that was an arrogant move. They let you get a little bit arrogant, man, think you can get it. When you fell in the middle, it was done deal, brother.
You actually tried to get over the fence?
Hell yeah.
Day one?
Not day one. I think it might have been a couple years into it, though. Me, D. Quan, and Culpepper.
Explain that day, man. Take us on that day right there.
We have been playing it since we came in there with a life bet. We got to get out. We can't live and we can't die in the penitentiary. We got to go out standing up, not laying down. Shit, we thought we
take us through that day though. Like what y'all got up? What was the plan?
The plan was to the weather. We've been waiting on the weather storm to be coming. Well, because they got to cut the fence off when it's wind is blowing or it's a high weather things like rain and all that. They got to cut it off. You know what I'm saying? They cut the fence off, so we stayed out there. It was raining like a motherfucker. We all looked at each other and said, "Y'all ready? Let's go." Boom! I made it to the fence first. I made it over and rolled in there. I said, "Man, we can't make it because once you fell down in the middle, they had that concertina. You couldn't even get to the fence. Concertina is way over there. You gotta tussle with it. And once you get in, it just did me like this. Locked me every time you move. That motherfucker razor dug in like a motherfucker. I bled so much I went into shock. I told Quan and Pep that we can't make it. Go back.
So you was the first one over the
very
fence,
first one made it over there. Yep. I told
and they didn't make it over the fence. They didn't get to the
They
fence
got
at
to
all.
the top of the first one, was about to roll into the middle. I said, we can't make it. We can't make it. We ain't got nothing to hook these things to. We might make it to the middle. But once you get in the middle, if you ain't got nothing to hook them motherfucking things to clear your way out of it, you ain't getting up in there.
So the guards come now.
Yeah, I was in shock. The perimeter van passed me like about maybe 20 times.
Didn't see you.
They didn't even see me. The weather was so bad, didn't even see me.
So you laying out there bleeding.
Yeah, pretty much. Stuck in it.
And where the other guys at? They went back?
Yeah, they went back in the block. Play like that, because when she found me, she thought she said she seen other guys running away. You know, but she didn't know who it is because it was dark. They came and cut me out and air flighted me to OSU and stitched me all the way up and took me straight to Supermax.
And how long you stayed in Supermax?
Or about maybe 16, 17 months. Yeah. In the hole, in AC, it was called AC then.
And so you laid back in AC while you was healing up. You was still bandaged up.
You know, we locked down in there.
Yeah.
You ain't going nowhere. Child come to you. And that's how I healed.
How was the medical? Like, you just, I mean...
Shit, they sold me up at OSU. Everybody be to OSU.
Told you to go heal up in the cell.
Yeah, it's Supermax.
Then what happened to the other guys?
They was trying to figure out, because the lady told them she seen some other people. She didn't say how many it was, so they got to looking for who it was with me, but they knew they made it back in the block. They went through everybody in that whole prison, and if anybody had any mud on their shoes, on their pants, on their floor in their cell, they was locking them up because they felt like whoever came back in had mud on them from being outside.
That's a heck of a story.
Yeah, it is.
That's a heck of a story,
yeah.
man.
Then they said they did a truth test on everybody that was in the hole that had the mud on them. And two people got fat, was negative, Cold Pepper and D-Laquan, and they sent them right down there to Supermax with me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a heck of a story.
Yes.
I actually heard about that story. I didn't even know you was a part of that story.
Yeah.
That's
how I ever got to Lucasville the first time. So you know what AC is, LC, but AC is the long one where you got to go up every 6 months.
So
LC is you can do 6 months total. You can go up once, they'll take you up every month. But this one, AC, they take you up every 6 months.
in this year 3, you in the penitentiary on the life sentence.
Yep.
Year 3.
Healing from a dumbass crash dummy mission.
So you in 24-hour lockdown, straight for you say 18 months.
They read all my mail to me through the bars. They give you nothing. Not a dang on thing. You don't got too many ink pens, pencils. You want to write there, they'll get you a piece of paper and pencil, and you got to give it back to them when you finish. In Lucasville, it's called J1. This before they opened up OSP.
And how long you stayed at Lucasville?
I stayed probably about 12 straight months, and then they rolled out and came back again. That single man cell I got too comfortable in a single man cell. I didn't want to be in no prison if it didn't have no single man cell. You know what I mean? Because I'd rather be in a single man cell. I don't give a fuck what the rules and regulations is. Whether you can go outside, I don't care about none of that. Most important thing to me is a single man.
Being there by yourself.
Yeah. Shit, I don't care if you got in prison where y'all want us to lock down. I don't give a damn.
Right. It's a one-man cell.
Yeah. Peaceful. Man, that motherfucker, the cells was big and there's plenty of room. You don't gotta look at nobody, smell nobody, none of that. Loved it.
So
I've been in that motherfucker so much, they kicked me out I used to go get a ticket because once they started this new Social Security philosophy or routine, and if you caught one ticket within 12 months, you automatically couldn't have your status lowered. So when we get close, every time we would get close to my year, I go get a ticket and go do about 3 or 4 days in the hole, come back out. That way my status wouldn't go down. I've been staying a single man by myself.
And how many years you did that?
I did that from 2012 to 2002 to like, I don't know, maybe about 224. I think 204 maybe. 204, yeah.
So this is.
Now, I get down to other prisons. I'm in there hustling in the prisons and shit. Eating good.
Eating good.
Eating great. Eating great.
He said, I loved it.
I sure did.
I ain't never heard
great.
nobody say they loved it.
That shit, eating great.
I never heard nobody say they love prison, bro.
For me, I wouldn't be the man I am today if he didn't take me on that journey. I learned so much about the world, myself, in that situation, man.
Right, so you were Super Max.
Yeah.
And you go, when did you come out of Super Max and go to like a lower security prison?
When
where
you come out of Super Max, they take you out of the actual prison, block. They got, because it's AC. Now it's 4B, but it used to be AC. ALC was another one. But this was AC. So once you come out, once you go through the AC with no tickets, they let you out, put you in population, and if your security appointment comes, you gotta have no tickets for 12 months. So just say, for example, they let you out the hole on June the 13th. Boom. If you already was scheduled for a security review, it might have been November or December, you'll go up. If you ain't had no tickets, you might got a chance of going down to level 3. Then it's level 2, same thing.
So you did.
Prison got really bad. When it about first 15, you could eat good. They start clamping down on that shit, making it harder. The niggas telling them everything you come up with, the tune. How you get it in. They just blow up everything. I don't even know what to say about it, man. They just blow up every motherfucking thing, man. I can't believe that shit, man. Talking about it. You got the woman? Yeah, she don't bring tobacco. Okay, come on, I got some money. You get in there, get the flexing. That's my bro. Get her busted. Get them dusted. This how dumb these dudes. I was so mad. I couldn't wait to get away from this motherfucker. This is the type of shit they was doing, man.
Oh, shit.
Going around blagging. You up there, he come in the block. You up there talking to his girl. He come over there. This my bitch. What you doing in here talking in front of everybody? This how stupid they was.
So I'm trying to take us through. So in 2004, you had been in prison how long? 14 years. 14 years.
15.
So you did 35 total.
Yep.
Over the next years to get us up to 2024, how many different prisons did you go to?
9. CRC, Warren, Louisville, Madison, London, Mansfield, back to Lucasville, Mansfield again. No, Ross, Mansfield again. Marion.
How many prisons is it in Ohio?
I know it's about 9. It's like 30 something. I went to like 9 of them. Easy.
9 prisons.
Yep.
In 35 years.
Easy.
So, all right, now take us through
the riot that day up at the end of the riot.
Oh, you tell us about the riot. What year was this? The riot, Lucasville riot. Yeah. Tell us about the riot.
Easter Sunday. They was trying to make them the DRC was trying.
You said what year was that?
When that happened, 93. It was April '93, Easter.
So how many years had you been in prison at this time?
Like maybe three.
So this fresh on the light bit.
I was still a little bit sore from I hadn't all the way healed from stitches. So they was trying to force the Muslims to take a shot as against their religion. She take one of them COVID shots. So I'm just saying COVID, but all them shots they used to be trying to give us, and they tried to force them, and they said we ain't doing it. So they said, all right, we gonna start riding down on y'all and holding y'all down and just doing them without y'all consent. So they planned and put in motion to get the prison overthrown.
So you was in there when they was it like whispers around the hall? You knew what was going on? Like they was about to overthrow all the inmates was like in on it basically.
Yeah, not all the ones who were, respected. Let's just say it like that.
Right. So the plan was to take over the prison and do what?
And force them to not ask about them motherfucking shots.
COVID shots. No.
Yeah. I meant.
What kind of shots was it?
Like we used to have measles shots.
Yeah.
It was TB shots. It was right when they was implementing TB.
So the Muslims didn't want to take the shots because they don't put that in their body like religiously.
Yeah, because that's against Allah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what started off. Arthur Tate was the warden. He was trying to force them to take it.
So take us through that day, though. Take us through that day. Where you, what you seen, and what?
You get in there playing basketball at your rec period. And next thing you know, you start. Everybody go. It's maybe 2 police at working rec at a time. Take them over. You go up the hallway to each block, taking each one of them off, and handcuffing them and holding them in a prison and state blues. So at the very first day they took it over, some people controlled this whole side. They started negotiating with them. Ohio State Patrol and the National Guard surrounded that motherfucker, boy. 11 days.
And where were you at when the first when the first thing happened that you knew that it's on?
I went outside the first day. When you went outside about 2, 3 in the morning, it started at 3 o'clock that afternoon. So this is everybody on the yard who don't want to get stuck in this shit. So everybody came out on the yard. They came out the building. Everybody in the building that stayed in the building want to be a part of it. There was a whole bunch of us went outside. They shut the door. We stayed in the yard. We burned the bleachers to keep us warm. We stayed in the yard probably till about 1 or 2 in the morning, maybe even 7 or 8 in the morning because
they had shut all the power off in the building.
On that one side where we was at, the lights, everything. And so you had to go get food out of themselves. People had food in themselves. That's all what everybody was living off of.
Dang.
Said, commissary, it might be like you had $200 in commissary. We went in there and got it and started eating it. But I went out of there probably about they shut down that side of it and start bringing us in 10 at a time, stripping us butt naked.
But I'm saying, explain that went on for days. How many days did this last? That was more
11,
than
11 for the ones who stayed in there. I left out.
Yeah. Okay, 11 days. So how many days was you in there before?
First day, maybe it was. Let's just say 12 o'clock that morning is another day.
Right.
I came out of there probably about 1 in the morning. All of us did. They started taking us off the yard 10 at a time and putting us all in a cell, 10 people in a cell, butt naked with nothing.
And so they had the other guys still had the prison.
Yeah, they still had that side.
Going up.
2 different sides.
Right. So your side was only 1 day in there. Yeah. Okay. But
anybody who didn't want to stay in there, they put them out. You had to stay out there and wait on them to come and get us off the yard.
Okay.
They didn't start to do that until they got the security in control. state troopers, Air National Guards been surrounding the prison all with their guns like this all the way around.
And what did they end up doing with you from that
All
situation?
of us, it was probably about 300-400 people who came out, didn't want to stay over there. They took us off the yard 10 by 10 and closed down the yard to negotiate with the people who were staying in there. But us, we went in a cell until they got control. They cleared out every block, took everybody's property. You know, so you sitting there on that side while they negotiate for probably 10 more days.
And when the negotiations was over, what happened? What took place then?
They didn't have to take shots. I mean, COVID shots or whatever you want to call it.
What did they do with you? Where you go after when they?
I stayed in there.
Oh, okay.
When they surrendered the side that they had, boy, that mug was tore up. So all of us, they took and broke it down.
You stayed at that prison?
Yeah.
Okay, you stayed at that prison and kept doing time?
Yeah, kept doing time.
Okay.
Because they rolled out a whole bunch of people because the whole side of the prison was closed. So you know how many people that is they have to find a bed for?
It's a lot of people.
Yeah, they sent some to Lebanon, some to Mansfield, some to Trumbull, some to Ross. And kept the most serious ones down there in a cell by themselves. While they remodeled that other side, they made the other side even more stronger this time.
Okay.
Computerized.
Okay, so through that, I would say, explain, like, you know, when you first felt like you had a chance to come home. Like, I mean, when you knew you was coming home, what the feeling was. And
Oh man, not just me. Everybody under the old law was going through it. They did not. They just kept on flopping us. No matter how much you accomplished, man, they wouldn't even let us go, man.
35 years, man.
Hard. And he never touched a dude. I don't knock a dude for it. Let me make sure I say that.
Yeah.
I don't knock it.
Yeah.
What another man do is his business, but I ain't into that.
Ain't for you, my guy. Yeah.
I can't tell you what's right for you, but I can tell you what's wrong for me.
Sure.
It's wrong for me, dog.
For sure.
Period.
Yeah.
So proud of that.
Yeah, so you get the news that you're going home.
Man.
Right?
Man.
Tell me what that felt like after 35 years.
Till you actually walk out, because remember they did Hank like that when we was in London. Then it was great to let him out. As soon as he got to the door, they said, pump the brakes. His mom had sent him up for his getting out clothes and everything. They played it. So you don't, it's not just Hank, a couple dudes they did like that. So until you walk out that door, there is not a confirmation or cockiness that you think that it can't get taken away because you watched them take it away before.
Wow, it's a heck of a feeling. So you really didn't get to celebrate till that morning. You feel the feeling till you actually walked out the door.
That's right.
You walk us through that, walking out the door with the
man, they had called me, started the process about 7 in the morning to go home, to get out. They take me around to the medical and sign all these papers and get all this good, these goodbye things and tell you what time you got to see your PO tomorrow. And man, I started about 7 o'clock. I couldn't sleep that night before. Shoot, by the time I got out that gate, man, they was cussing them people out there. They hurried up and ran me out there because they was cussing them out. My daughter, she had not. She wasn't going. As soon as I came up to the front of the prison, they said, man, who was that? I said, I said, yeah, that's my daughter. They said, man, she is crazy. She been going off. I said, well, y'all shouldn't have been taking her all day, man. She ain't. And she right there for real. You should have heard it, man.
She was making sure her dad was coming home.
She wasn't on it. You know what I'm saying?
So you walk out to the free world, man.
My grandson, the first thing he did, I still had the prison sweatsuit on. Whenever you see us at that restaurant, you'll even see him jump on my leg. Because I had the motherfucking the prison sweatsuit on. It's gray. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So as I come out, they take them off and throw it in the trash. I had a pair of brand new prison catalog shoes. that I had every intention on tearing up, bro. Because I can't afford these $6, $7, $8 million Nike Air Jordans. Man, I can't afford that shit. So I got to bring my present catalogs and feel just as nice and go as handsome as y'all do in y'all $1 million, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gonna do that. You know what I'm saying, dog?
After 35, bro.
Yeah, that's how we gonna do that.
So you walk out. What's the first thing you do when you got out, though, after 35 years, man?
A few of the family that love me. You couldn't even place words on it, man. And if you had any doubts on what you wanted to do when you actually got out, that
was your first stop to the family?
Yeah.
Well, I know your daughter. How many people came to get you?
Peanut, it was Cuz, Mike, my daughter, my granddaughter, my grandson, and my daughter's mother. Yeah. They all was documented on there too.
Yeah.
He grabbed my grandson like maybe a couple weeks before that. He came and see me, and when it was time to leave, he just started crying. I mean, he was like, "I want my papa to go with me." So, it felt really great. So as soon as he seen me come out, he jumped right on my leg and wouldn't let it go, man. It was just,
that's what's up.
It was overwhelming,
Salute
man.
grandson, man. Yeah.
It was overwhelming, man.
And so you went straight to the family?
Straight to the family. They stopped at IHOP because I ain't ate in 35 years.
What you eat? What was the first meal?
Some eggs, some scrambled eggs, some pancakes, some hash browns, and some sausage, and lit that shit up like a hot tamale, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like a hot tamale. I laid that shit out.
That was good as heck, huh?
Then I punished it. He was asking me all these questions. I'm looking at all these white folks just looking at me. They all looking at us and shit. They asked me all this, so they knew it was something.
Yeah, they knew it was something.
Everybody, they was like, man, listen.
Yeah, okay, so explain, like, your first day out. What was the first thing? Getting a phone. What was that like? Now trying to learn.
To this day, I'm learning how to get to where you can call out, but I still get lost. And they try to get me to see the basics.
Yeah, got to learn how to use a phone. What else been challenging? Like, what's been some of the challenges that you've been like you know what I'm saying? I know the phone. That's probably the biggest one. Like learning how to use the cell phone because it's a complicated tool if you never used it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Never used it.
You know where the job center is in Concord?
Yeah.
They took me there. The very first day I got out, I went all these hallways. I wasn't looking at. We went in there. I seen the reentry people. Do you know how many times to this day I still get lost in there? You know what I'm talking about? Have you ever been there? Man, there's so many hallways. I cannot remember how to get to those things, man.
You ain't been down that many hallways in a long time.
It was draining my brain,
Just
man.
been to cell block 4 and 5.
Hey, that shit was draining my brain. I'm like, man, this shit crazy. Then I had to call my daughter. Hey, I can't find out where it's at. You got to park and come in here. They be mad in that motherfucker, man. They be mad in that motherfucker, man.
Dang, that's crazy. So.
Yeah, they motherfuckers be mad in a motherfucker. They give it to me.
So what's some of the biggest things you've seen change, though? What's the biggest difference? Like, from 30, you've been in the time warp, basically, living a whole nother life, and then to come back out and... what you think is the biggest change?
With the racists, the more inclusive people are with the racists. Because you remember...
You seen growth in that area then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. People out here think that it's not been changing. So somebody who been gone and come back and 35 years later say that change didn't happen.
And you see more black guys with white guys as their best friends.
That's...
Right now, they live in the same neighborhood. They'll fight you over the dude, everything.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, Yeah. That's some good then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That means the world getting better.
Mind if I ask him a question?
You can ask him a question.
How you feel about this wine, Robbie?
Oh man, listen. It ain't real heavy, because if I'd have drunk it real heavy, I'd probably passed out right here.
Still got my whole cup.
So this knocks me out. This ain't high. This is not high power. Dang.
So 35 years, the biggest thing you've seen out here is the change and more unity amongst people of all races, basically.
Yeah, interacting.
With each other. Yeah.
Wasn't sealed off. Because, you know, we was all sealed, didn't trust. No, we didn't even see nothing.
Right.
You know, where we lived, they come in if they buy some crack or something, they getting that shit, get the fuck out of here. They ain't coming up in here no nighttime. You know they wasn't. You know, shit, they knew what it was coming if they kept pulling up in that motherfucker in the nighttime. Oh, man, they knew what was coming.
Yeah.
Shoot, it had changed, man. It ain't like that no more, man.
So, okay, now take us through, like, I say, like, what you think is the biggest challenges for people like you, like that, been in prison for a long time, like getting back in society? Like,
I'm gonna tell you the biggest contributions to.
The biggest challenge.
You translating it back into society, bigger, better, stronger. Family, God, and God, man. Those two things, I can't even place it in the words. How much of a difference that made.
So having a support system to help you out and get back into
this to kill it, this to catch, and don't have brothers, man, who want to see you, who want heart is just pure, want to see you do nothing but succeed. Man, those three things, and Jack, you in the building, man.
Man.
You in the building, man. You can start, you know, cheating a little bit and looking forward, man. You know what I mean? To something beautiful and brighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My daughter was like, when I went in there, she wasn't even born. This is her first time seeing me. She's 34 years old, free.
Wow. What's it like in that area? Like reconnecting with your daughter?
Oh man, she's a handful.
Meeting your daughter is different. Meeting them when they grown instead of meeting them when they, you know what I'm saying?
It's kind of more. I think it's more difficult because you to blame for everything. But it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't lie about it. I mean, but you know, who wants to hear that every day?
Yeah. Yeah.
You done got past it. You've been more. You've adapted to fatherhood, grandfather-ish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're doing the things that. You know, but every time something go wrong, here we go. I'm tired of using your car, but what is your car? All right, baby, okay, damn.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord.
Yeah.
She my mama. Well, my sister told me one day, she said, man, your daughter's territorial. I mean, territorial, what you mean?
She probably had to protect herself a lot, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I know that's a challenge having a child and you gone the whole time, man. That's probably one of the most challenging things about doing time or being a parent. Like, that's hard. You know what I'm saying? Man. Yeah. Well, good luck to you in that. Man, I think we done, pretty much, we caught them up on, 35, you know what I'm saying, years back.
I think this phone, but let me tell you, I've been trying to figure out this song. I be thinking this whole motherfucking ringer, and it go all day and never ring. I go to grab it and look, it be people I missed. I never heard it.
Maybe you gotta turn the ringer up. I'll figure it out for you.
I don't know what it is.
Because it haven't rung since you been with me.
So I'm like, man, this should be ringing more.
It's the volume turned down. If you got missed calls on there. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and so I guess let you get on out of here, OG. You know what I'm saying? 35.
Hey,
let's get it.
Hey, anytime, my brothers.